All I can say is that I saw this coming. After taking sociology of gender and women's studies class, I saw this coming. It's so ironic how gender politics reaffirm gender stereotypes. Because now, if a girl wants to play with a toy truck, oh, she's not a girl, she must want to be a boy. And if a boy wants to play with a doll, oh, he's not a boy, he wants to be a girl. And now you're reinforcing gender stereotypes on children and then forcing them to claim they are actually the opposite gender based on 100% gender stereotypes. Because it used to be, well, just because a girl wants to play with a toy truck doesn't mean she stops being a girl. And just because a boy wants to play with a toy doll doesn't mean they've stopped being a boy. All I see in the gender politics community is people enforcing gender stereotypes on their children, confusing children, forcing their misunderstandings of gender onto their children, and calling it quote unquote loving and accepting. But really, all you're doing is upholding all of these gender stereotypes that are not real. Because I need to remind people, gender is a socially constructed phenomenon. It does not exist in reality, it only exists socially. So you're deciding that playing with trucks is a boy thing, and therefore any person who plays with the truck is now a boy. But it's so dangerous. And this is why I can't support a lot of gender politics or policies, because they're all based on things that are not objectively real. And it's just reinforcing gender stereotypes that I thought the community was trying to dismantle, not reuphold and reinforce them. And so it's very, very dangerous. It's very problematic. And funnily enough, the only way to not gender somebody is to base gender off of biological sex. But people don't want to use biology, the one thing that no one has control over, to make their build their identity off of. You don't want to build your identity around something that's objectively real. You'd rather build your entire identity around a socially constructed gender that changes constantly. Like, I don't know how people can be stable basing their entire personhood off of something that is constantly changing. It's